Hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you on Monday, October 9th. Today, we have a quick video. I'm informing the world I'm selling most of my Bitcoin, cashing out. Although, actually, that's not really truly capturing what we're doing. I'm selling, or actually did trade some of my Bitcoin last night. I don't have a ton of them. I had 1.1 Bitcoin. Although, what perhaps is an idea worth looking into, I decided to trade the Bitcoin into some Litecoin. There's actually, especially if you already have a Coinbase account open, one of my good friends childhood friend that I've reconnected with, who turns out has also been studying the Bitcoin market quite a bit, has been showing me some new tricks. And again, this platform is called GDAX, which I guess you could think of similar to like a Scottrade or a TD Ameritrade for cryptos. It syncs with Coinbase, so basically without having to go through too many new steps and passwords and bank accounts and all that, I was able to transfer the Bitcoin I had from Coinbase into GDAX, where there I was able to do a direct swap trading Bitcoin for Litecoin. So not, again, my, I don't know, maybe it's 90% silver, 10% cryptos. So I've been thinking about increasing that a little bit because, well, let me put it like this. Nothing that I've felt about silver has changed. With that said, I think silver is going to continue to sit somewhere around $16, $17, $18 for, I don't know, maybe it'll be the near future, maybe it'll be just another day or a week. But again, have talked a lot about how the precious metal is able to be manipulated because you have the ability of banks to write paper contracts. So you can sell as much metal whether you have it or not, keeping the price down. Nothing that I see changes that. Eventually at some point that's going to end. Might add, looks like those gold and yuan backed oil contracts going into effect this month. So certainly all the factors for silver and precious metals going higher are still there in my opinion. But I have been thinking about increasing the percentage of cryptos I have relative to gold and silver. That doesn't mean I'm going to take all the silver and sell it. But to the degree that, again, the best explanation that I've heard or been able to come up with myself and where I feel after watching what's happened, almost we're in October now, 2017. Amazing that the year is going by that quick. And my take on the whole cryptos and silver is still, not that there couldn't be another explanation, but what seems most plausible to me is that we're seeing what would be happening in gold and silver were the cryptos, were gold and silver not manipulated. Rather, what we're seeing in the cryptos is showing what would happen in gold and silver if they weren't manipulated, reflecting the environment we're in, reflecting that the dollar index, which has rebounded a little bit over the past week or so, but still this environment that perhaps we're seeing the unraveling of the paper currencies. So along those lines, I might increase the percentage of cryptos by a little bit because I just think simply that until the manipulation ends, yes, fortunately there is another trading vehicle that captures that same mindset. Again, with the cryptos, certainly they have gone up quite a lot this year. So by all means, you want to do your homework and think about this first. Although my perspective is the fact that, again, I was talking with a friend this morning who asked her if she owned a Bitcoin or never even heard of it, which, if you're not really in this stuff and you think about how few people are actually familiar with it, I actually even bought my first Bitcoin perhaps even more so to learn about how to use it, how to use the system, And it's not the easiest thing to do. So I keep thinking that, geez, if I'm still figuring this out to some degree, I just feel like there's so few people out there that have actually adopted this, that still it's early. Um, Based on some of my research, I'm liking Litecoin in particular. I think there's, in terms of if we needed to go to some sort of alternate payment system, here are a lot of advantages to Litecoin being faster than Bitcoin. And also in the sense that the last time Bitcoin hit 5,000, Litecoin basically doubled within the span of a week. Now here's Bitcoin at 4,600 again. Litecoin's still sitting at 50. So to the degree that there's some correlation, we'll see if Litecoin's lagging a little bit behind. But anyway, I traded some of the Bitcoin for Litecoin. That said, I still think that cryptos have some good days ahead of them. We'll see how it all shakes out. But something worth looking into, especially if you're sitting there with your silver, wondering when you're going to get paid off on your trade. I found it helpful to at least consider some other ideas, of which this is one. So with that said, again, as always, do your own research and homework, but hopefully gives you an idea to think about, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks.